You're now tuned into another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. I'm your brother, O-God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What up? What up? It's your man SamAnt, Viral Hip Hop News. We got a special guest in the building today for episode 315. Man, I can't wait to get to this one. Our brother Oren, is it? It's Oren. Oren. Yeah, man, the owner of CBD. Is it Angel CBD out of Brooklyn?
It's a Green Angel CBD.
Green Angel CBD, man. We read this brother's story, heard this brother's story. It was nationwide, man. He has a hell of a story. Can't wait to get to it. But first and foremost, how you doing today, brother?
Doing all right. Thank God. Just a busy day. Enjoying my day off. Trying to take it easy.
Nice, man. Nice. So Green Angel CBD. You are the owner of Green Angel CBD. For the people out there who aren't familiar with exactly what CBD is, give a little bit of backstory of what CBD is for the people.
Sure. So CBD stands for cannabinoids, right? It's pretty much there's cannabinoids and hemp and cannabis it's almost the same plant. Marijuana and hemp is almost the same plant. It's the cousin of the marijuana plant, hemp. The only difference is marijuana will get you high. It's high THC, low CBD, and hemp CBD is high CBD, low THC. So it's like almost the same benefits as marijuana, but without getting you high.
Got you. And how did you get into the CBD business?
So I'm a licensed recovery coach, which is a drug counselor. Before that, I used to run nightclubs, hip hop nightclubs, believe it or not. Right. One day I woke up and I told myself, I got to get out of this business. It's very toxic. And I went back to school. And I went back to school as a certified recovery coach, which is a drug counselor. And one of the classes, the teacher pretty much said, if your client wants natural medicine for them, find it. And something clicked in my head. And I told myself, what kind of natural medicine can help someone with a drug problem? And I found a few different herbs. One of them was Mitrodina speciosa. Another one was CBD. Right. The one that's called Nitrobina speciosa is short for kratom, Kratom. So I did my research on all this stuff, and I started seeing how kratom and CBD could help people with withdrawal symptoms for opioids. And I said, all right, what is this stuff? Maybe I can use it as one of my tools in the recovery field. And believe it or not, I bought about $80 worth of kratom and $80 worth of CBD, and I gave it out for free. And I told my clients, look, I'll give it to you for free. Just give me a testimony. Let me know how it helps you. And I started getting these beautiful testimonies on how I got their son off of heroin and how I got them off of painkillers and how it stopped their anxiety. So I told myself, maybe that will work, and I bought myself another $80 worth. And at that point, I was a little broke in my life. I hardly had any money because we shut down all the nightclubs. And I made a little money on the side from it. Like I gave away most of it, but I made a little more money to buy more. And again, I got these wonderful testimonies. Like I got testimonies from people that have been trying to get off heroin for 20 years. And they ended up getting off of heroin with my herbs, with my natural medicine. So I don't only deal with CBD. I deal with a whole broad spectrum of different kinds of natural medicine that help people with either pain or cancer or drug addiction or something like that. So that's how I got into it, man. I got into it from going to school to help people and using another tool to help people even more.
Awesome. Now, what are the laws in New York City? If you could, like for you to actually operate a business there, how does that work?
So right now, there's no law. Right now, it's unregulated. So you don't need a license to buy or sell CBD. Now, if you want to grow CBD or process or extract, that's when you need a license.
Now, when did CBD become legal? When did the regulations start coming in place in New York City? How does that work? Because we see nationwide, we're having a grand debate about the legalization of marijuana, THC, and you have some states that are legalized it, some are for medicinal use, medical use, things like that. When did CBD become something of law or become legal? Was it always illegal? Was it legal? How did that work?
So CBD has been legal all the time, right? So you can buy hemp seed oil from any store, right? Go to any health food store. They always sold hemp seed oil or hemp milk, right? But now they just made it better where you can get it in a concentration form where you can actually buy that CBD flower legally. So the 2018 Farm Bill passed and they made it completely federally legal.
Okay. All right. So let's go to December of 2019.
Yes.
We're sitting here, we're getting ready for a show. We're going through doing our pre-production, doing our thing, and we see this big ass, looks like C's with these two NYPD officers of what it looks like marijuana. And we're like, whoa, dog, you see this? We give a little bit of discussion on it. Then we see a little bit down the road that Green Angel CBD is suing the city for seizing 106 pounds of hemp, and there being a big miscommunication. Speak on the events that happened in December and kind of give us a rundown of what's going on now.
Sure. So I want to correct you a bit. So it happened November 2nd.
Okay.
That's when this whole thing happened. So about, I guess, 3 days before this happened, I got out of emergency surgery. I almost died. Okay. And I'm one of these guys that I can't sit still. I'm always working, even though I'm in the hospital with 3 big holes in my stomach. I'm working. Mm-hmm. So on November 2nd or October 31st, we made an order for 106 pounds of legal industry hemp. November 2nd comes along, 2 days outside the hospital, and I check my tracking number, and I see my shipment was seized. I said, all right, let me clean this up. Let me call whoever seized it and show them my paperwork and everything. So it was first seized by Vermont Police Department. Vermont, the police department actually calls me or my brother and says, how are you? We actually seized your shipment, but good news, we let it go because it's 100% legal. FedEx returned it into the Vermont PD. I guess FedEx wasn't happy with that answer. When it came to New York, they turned it in again to the NYPD. NYPD calls me up and says, hi, we have your shipment. It was an Officer Greenwich that I spoke to over there. I spoke to him. I said, listen, officer, it's 100% legal hemp. The paperwork is in order. Everything checks out. We're 100% legal. Feel free to Google me and see who I am. He asked me, do you have the phone number for the farm? I said, of course I have the phone number for the farm. I've been working with them for a while. They said, do you have paperwork for the products? I said, absolutely. I said, we have paperwork in each box. There was 9 boxes, total of 4 papers in each box. He said he'll do his research on the shipment and he'll call the farm to get more paperwork. He said he'll call me back after he checks out all the paperwork and everything checks out. I get a phone call about 30 minutes to an hour later, and he says, Oren, your shipment checks out. Everything's clean. Your paperwork is in order. Can you come in and pick it up before 7? I spoke to him. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. I know the laws have been changing and it's a little confusing. And I explained to them the shipment was already seized by Vermont PD and cleared. He was persistent about trying to get me in there. And I explained to him, sir, I have 3 big holes in my stomach. I can't pick up no boxes, but I will help my brother, Oren Levy, who owns that pack here, CBD. He was helping me while I was sick and going through surgery. So my brother shoots down to the precinct. He gets in the precinct. Automatically, they throw him in a questioning room. My brother texts me. He's like, Oren, I think I'm getting arrested. I was like, no, you're not. I said, stop messing with me. You're lying to me. He goes to me, no, I think I'm getting arrested. I said, it's 100% legal. What do you mean? About 10 minutes later, he actually texts me and he says they're putting handcuffs on me. And I said, this is a federally legal commodity. I said, state can't even touch federal commodities. It's illegal for any state law enforcement to touch any federal commodities. He gets locked up. I call the officer there and I told him what happened. I don't understand why you're doing this. He goes to me, well, it tested positive for THC. I said, listen, any field test will test positive for THC if you just put CBD in there. It's a known fact, right? They test for cannabinoids and levels of THC, which most CBD has traces of THC in there. He told me, I don't care. I said, what do you mean you don't care? I said, I want you to know it's a federal commodity. I think you should care. You're making a big mistake. He told me, I don't care. I tested positive for THC and hung up the phone. My brother gets thrown through central booking. The guy never been to jail in his life. You know, he's not one of these guys that get into trouble or anything. He calls me from the precinct and he says, Oren, I want you to call every news channel in the world. And I said, okay. He gets thrown through central booking, spends about 35 hours through central booking for a legal product, for 100% federally legal product. I get a phone call the next day from one of my friends. I believe it was one of my cop friends. And he says, Oren, I think your shipment's on TV. I said, what are you talking about, my shipment's on TV? You all seen that crazy picture of the cops standing around my products.
Yeah.
So what they put is, with precise precision and expertise in marijuana expertise, Officer Greenwich and Gunshaw were able to seize 106 pounds of marijuana off the city streets.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling myself, what the fuck? Oh, what is? I curse sometimes.
Right.
I told myself, what is going on? I said, this can't be right. You know, this can't be right. He knows exactly what it is, but they were showing off as if it was marijuana. I right away go to social media and I call the news up again. And I just put, it's the famous post. You can go on my Instagram. It's Green Angel CBD. We put the picture of the seized products and the cops standing around. It's stating this is our product. All the shipments 100% legal. We sent the officer paperwork. We sent them all our legal documents. And they're treating us like criminals now. Next day, we get a call from Channel 12, and Brooklyn News Channel 12, and we do an interview right in front of the precinct. You know, we did an interview right in front of the precinct. Like, it's not right what these guys did. Look, the cop even charged my brother with knowingly and willingly trafficking marijuana. Like, that was a trumped up bullshit charge they threw on him, right? They charged him with another 6 other trafficking marijuana felonies through straight. Like, he tried to hang us. Like, those are serious charges. Those are not little baby charges like crossing the street. These are charges to ruin someone's life, right? The news started covering us, and we started getting a lot of attention, which we really appreciate from everybody who helped us. The chief of police goes on TV the next day, and there was a bunch of reporters there, and they said, what's going on with this big shipment of hemp? The chief of police went on TV and said the reason why we seized this shipment is because it did not have paperwork, which is a complete lie. We have statements from the Vermont Police Department stating all the paperwork is there. We have emails going back and forth with the cop that shows we had our paperwork there, right? So the whole thing was like, I'm still shocked this happened to us. You know, I'm still shocked this happened to us. Right. It was something out of a movie, you know.
Now you're suing for $10 million in damages, correct?
20 million. You raised it.
40?
20.
20. Okay. $20 million. Now what's the status of that? Where were you guys at with that whole thing now? And what exactly are you suing for? False arrest and a few other things?
Yeah, so I lost a bunch of weight because of this. It's a lot of money that we lost. So, you know, they tried to take away my whole career. So it's for slander, because FedEx and NYPD went on TV and slandered me. Telling the whole world my shipment was illegal. Health issues, because I really suffered a lot. I lost, like, I guess 15, 20 pounds from this whole situation. Slander of my damages to my company, false arrest, of course, and whatever else our lawyer put together. You know, it was horrible what happened. Like, I'm still in shock. Like, the only thing they had to do is hold that cop responsible for hiding our paperwork, and that's it. Except they just kept wanting to go on and go on and go on about it. Like, all we wanted was, I'm sorry, we made a mistake. Here's your shipment back. We apologize. You know, and it would have been the end of it, you know?
Where does that currently stand? Do you guys, is it still under NYPD's jurisdiction, your shipment?
No, we got our shipment back. We got all charges dropped, thank God. Our shipment was destroyed by the time we got it back, because it was sitting for 2.5 months, right? And retail values anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000. It's not like it's big money. It's not small money. You know, it's money I saved and borrowed from family members to try to make a living. You know, do it the right way.
Where do you go? Yeah. Where do you guys stand now? Green Angel CBD. How are you guys doing? How's business? How's everything going?
So we are still in business, thank God. I borrowed more money from family to stay afloat. We're really slow. I guess a lot of people got scared to buy from us because of this whole situation. Because even when we got back our shipment, the NYPD spokesperson gave a statement. Oren Levy's shipment was illegal, and they did not have the right licenses to buy or sell CBD. And that's after they gave it back to me. That's like, it's like she was smoking my hemp because she says it's illegal and I didn't have the licenses, but I got it back. Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's just one less kick in the balls before they let us go, I think.
Gotcha. So for the people out there, man, because like you said, this story went nationwide. We all seen it. We saw it. What do you want to tell the people out there as far as if they're maybe a little gun shy in purchasing with Green Angel CBD, what's going on now? Just promote as much as we can right now, brother.
Sure. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. So no one has anywhere to buy from us, right? We've been doing this for 6 years. No one's going to come knocking on your door if you buy from us. What makes us different than most companies is, one, we extract only from flower, buds. And that's where the real medicine is at. So 96% of CBD companies out there right now are extracting from whole plant or stem and seed, right? And that's the waste of the plant. If you ever smoked pot before, you know you smoke the bud and only the bud, right? When CBD happens, when you get your CBD, it should be only from flower too, and that's what we do. We have all our stuff is concentrated. So with our CBD, you need a few tiny drops per dosaging, like 3 to 4 tiny drops. And with most companies, you need full dropperfuls. Now, medically speaking, your body cannot absorb a whole dropperful, right? Because the bioavailability of CBD. Your body cannot absorb a full dropperful. Your body will only absorb 7 to 10% of it, and the rest you flush out. Because we have a vein underneath our tongue, right? And that vein can only absorb certain amounts, right? It's not going to absorb a full dropperful. So most of our products are coming directly from Amsterdam. These guys have been doing it for 6 generations. It's 400 years of experience. You know, you can't get better than that. So we have our website, which is greenangeloil.com. And we'd like to give everybody a discount code, which is CBD10. That'll get you 10% off your order when you buy from us.
CBD10.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Jose, anything else you would like to say out there, you know, before closing to the people?
Sure. I want to thank everybody for supporting us. Like this is you were wrong. It went worldwide, not nationwide. Like people in Israel, people in Amsterdam were calling me up and saying, "Listen, we've seen you on TV. You're okay." I really want to thank everybody for helping us, and I want to let people know that when you're right, fight for what's right. Like, don't back down, no matter who you are, right? No matter who's coming at you, you know, because God's watching, right? And He knows when you're doing the right thing and when you're doing the wrong thing. It's like David and Goliath, right? We fought the NYPD, we fought tons of people, and we came out winning. And I'm just one guy, you know. But the news and the press really helped us. I'll be honest, you guys did great with us.
Hey, man, real recognizes real. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your story.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, man. Your links will be in all our description boxes wherever we drop this on the platforms. CBD10 is the code if you want a discount from Green Angel CBD, man. We appreciate your time. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. Keep up with your work, guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
it. You got it, bro. Thank you.
All right.